Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Scorpio. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios, please. All right, so we see the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy, possibly a secret admirer here. They're showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. I'm seeing that they're healthy, they're fit, they're independent, they have everything they need but love. They're viewing you as the Knight of Pentacles, dedicated, strong, steady, hardworking, grounded. And the connection, we see the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this can sometimes be my online dating card or dating apps card. But the Seven of Cups can also indicate that this connection unfolds around other people. So like I'm kind of getting with the Seven of Cups, like I don't know where you know this person from or you see them from, but they're definitely a secret admirer. And with the Seven of Cups, they may find it at first hard to gain access to you or get you alone, Scorpio, or vice versa. We see the Three of Wands. So this is somebody who's definitely looking for love. They're looking for, a stable connection. This person may be somebody, I don't really feel like they're at a distance from you, although it certainly can be the case if it's an online connection. But I also feel like they're looking for someone that's going to just join them on this journey. And I do think that they're quite independent. This person might like to travel. This is somebody who's constantly learning and growing. Yeah, and they're like waiting for the right person to join them on this journey or to have fun adventures with. The High Priestess indicates Cancer, Pisces energy. So this person is very intuitive, very loving, very creative, nurturing, very spiritual energy. So they may have like a daily spiritual practice or just be someone who you consider or they consider themselves spiritual in nature. We see the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This person is ready to invest in this connection with you, Scorpio. And I do feel like it's because they've been collecting data, figuring you out. They see potential right away for something solid, stable, and secure for the Ten of Pentacles with you. And we see the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Some of you, they might be letting go of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. They could have fire in their chart. They may lack a little bit of confidence when it comes to you, Scorpio, just because you're a force to be reckoned with. And we see the Five of Wands. You may be feeling a little bit detached. That's Venus and Aquarius energy. But I also see with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords energy is also an energy of wanting to fight for this connection. All right, so let's see. They might be like, I do think this person is generally quite confident, but they might be a little bit shy with you. They might be letting go of someone who was around for a good time, but not a long time in order to invest in this connection with you. But for a lot of you, I just read this more as like them just lacking a little bit of confidence. When it comes to you, because like I said, you have such a strong personality, Scorpio, even if you're not like out there, right? Like there's this quiet strength to you that they've been observing. Now we see business owner, that this person invests effort and creativity into personal fulfillment and wealth. We see that they are wealthy, so they do have a lot to offer. That's the Nine of Pentacles, that tracks. So someone with a lot to offer, they've worked hard to achieve their success. A comfortable lifestyle here is indicated. We see defender. Ooh, my Scorpios, you're going to love this. Your person is deeply committed to your connection. They're strong and they can be counted on to have your back. And this person may be a Virgo or they may have Virgo in their chart. They're a great planner and organizer, although they may have a tendency to overthink and to overanalyze. All right, Scorpio. So we see Venus and Virgo here with that Nine of Pentacles. All right. So I feel this person is healthy, independent, attractive. All right, they may play games. Now, I don't necessarily feel like this is a player type energy, although we do see the Knight of Wands in reverse. Maybe in the past they were, and they've decided to stop doing that because there's something different, something very special about you, Scorpio. And they also know that that's not going to work with you. That's not going to land with Scorpio. But for a lot of you, this plays games energy could be somebody who likes to play, games on their phone. Maybe they play video games. Maybe they like to play chess or dominoes or something, card games. Let's see. And they love to experiment. Nice. And they could be a performer. Okay. And we also see there might be a jealous ex in the mix. All right. So, or they might be letting that go, or that's just part of their romantic history there. All right, Scorpio, let's see what else we need to know about this person. What else do we need to know about this person? All right, so we see house in reverse. Some of you, this person, you might meet them as they're going through a move, selling a home. Some of you, they might be like changing up their living situation. Maybe they've recently moved. They might have come from abroad or come from a different city, state, or country. Some of you too, this person may work in real estate. We see community. They are around you. Okay, they are around you in some capacity. Some of you, they may not own their own home, but they may live with a couple of roommates is what I'm hearing. Not for all of you. And we see pathway in reverse. To me, this is an indication that they didn't see this coming. This is something that they didn't plan for. But we see unexpected outcome. But it's, it's a positive, unexpected connection here with you, Scorpio. Yeah, some of you, I get they just recently moved, or they recently moved to your area. Of course, that's not going to be for all of you. It could be that they changed jobs as well. But let's see. What else do my Scorpios need to know? What else do my Scorpios need to know? Okay, this person may have some tattoos. Okay, that's not going to be for all of you. Remember these really specific messages. They're going to be confirmation for some of you, but they won't resonate with all of you, and it doesn't mean it's not your reading. This is somebody that you haven't been intimate with yet. All right, so your first kiss will be within 1 year from now. That does not mean it's going to take a year, okay? It just means that, over the next year, between, April 2026 and April 2027, you will be, at some point in time, you'll be kissing this person, but more so it's an indication that you haven't kissed this person yet or been intimate with them. Music will be playing when they ask you out, so it does tell me that they are around you in some capacity. Again, most likely where there are other people. And we see they may have a triple syllable first, middle, or last name, okay? And they may go by a nickname here. Now we see the Knight of Pentacles, Scorpio. They see you as steady. They see you as strong. They see you as dedicated. They see you as hardworking and grounded and generous. All right. You both might really love the outdoors or nature and animals. What else? How else are they viewing my Scorpios? The King of Wands in reverse. Okay. So this person might be a little bit worried, Scorpio, that you're not interested in something long term. They may feel like your energy is scattered or you're entertaining other options. And we see the Star card in reverse. This person, they're going to be a secret admirer for a little bit until they feel safe and secure in investing. One, because you're going to be a tower moment for this person. It's going to take them by shock and surprise, or you're going to, shock or surprise them. But I also feel like they're a little bit, they might feel like you're unsure about them, or they're unsure about whether or not you want to move this forward, or you want to have something long term. Okay. And how my Scorpios are going to be feeling the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Well, you're going to recognize that this is something totally different, that maybe you have to do things differently with this person. But I actually feel like this Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy coming out in reverse is also something you didn't see coming. But I also feel like it's a nice change of scenery. It's a very different type of connection. And I think you like that because it kind of, I don't want to say it breaks the rules, but I feel like it kind of just feels different than like your average, person or the connections you've been experiencing recently. All right. And you may also know that you have to do things differently here with this person. All right. Let's see what they really admire about you. Okay, we see the damsel energy. So they see you as understanding the nature of healthy romance and inspires you to rely on yourself. And again, this person might feel like you're not looking for anything serious or anything long-term because you're very independent. All right. And we see virgin energy. They see you as maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So they see you as pure. They see you as honest. Okay. And we get the Fool archetype coming through here, but they see you as really funny, that you fearlessly reveal your emotions and you help people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So they might hear you or catch you cracking jokes. You know, they find you to be entertaining in that regard. Also really smart, like you've got like a smart, maybe even dark sense of humor that they really like. So we see the Seven of Cups. It could be, like I said, there are other people around you or around this connection. Some of you, it could be an online connection, but we're getting a lot of messages coming through that most likely they're around you. But they may have a hard time getting you on your own, for example. All right. And we see respecting individual paths. So they see you as independent. I do think this person is also quite independent, especially with that Nine of Pentacles energy. So this connection honors each person's journey. We see that this connection brings truth where avoidance once lived. Healing begins with openness. So there's going to be honesty here between the two of you. A lot of like long, honest, heart-to-heart communication, conversations that are going to be very healing. So this might kind of start off as like platonic or even as a friendship. All right. And we see room to unfold. Beautiful. So you two are going to be holding space for one another, Scorpio. This connection benefits from spaciousness and patience. What is meant to deepen will do so without force. Yeah. So it's going to really unfold naturally. And we do get this like beautiful energy of independence here. Alignment over attachment. This connection emphasizes harmony over possession. And again, this person might also be reacting or healing from having like a possessive or jealous ex. And that's something that they definitely don't want to repeat. But I don't think this person does things to destabilize their partners or you, Scorpio, or to make you feel jealous in any way, shape, or form. All right. But let's see. Because I do see if they did have some player ways in the past, they've put that to rest. But for a lot of you, I don't even get that. I just feel like this person hasn't found anybody worth investing in for quite some time. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know here? All right, we see love language, quality time, be the witness to each other's lives. So this is you two spending time together. Again, being around each other. That's where this connection really unfolds. It really deepens. We see forgiveness. So allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. So by nature, it's a really healing connection here. And we see falling in love. There are going to be sudden feelings that this is the one. But it might not be instant, Scorpio. And we see best friends. So friendship is vital to this romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. So it could be a friend who becomes more, or you might, meet this person when you're around friends, with friends. It could be a friend of a friend type energy. All right, let's see if there's any important dates or times here for my Scorpios. All right, we see that this might be slow movement. I do see that, right? And we see, but it could be this month. So this person may already be around you. I'm doing this reading in the month of April. So again, this person most likely is already around you, or maybe you'll be meeting them for the first time this month. Maybe they will be asking you out this month. Just trust your intuition. It's going to be different for all of you. All right, my lovely Scorpios, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.